Welcome to the Wacky World of Perquisites. In this presentation we will be referring to perquisites by the term perks, which is the common term for perquisites. Kathryn's avatar is shown at your right. Mine is shown at your left. Kathryn will begin the presentation.
The term perk comes under the broad concept of compensation. It is relevant to family law, because it may be part of a calculation of income available for support. I have prepared the percolator maze at left to summarize the elements. A perk is a benefit to a parent or a spouse, which reduces that party's out-of-pocket living expenses. This concept seems to be a contradiction in family law theory, in which the consideration of expenses is irrelevant. However, the cases reflect reality in that if a party has what is in effect a subsidy to living expenses, there is indeed more money available for support. Perks are a benefit of employment. Perks are part of compensation but are in addition to salaries and benefits, such as medical and pension plans. Perks have little or no cash value or tax implications. Perks may include company car, vacations, reserved parking space, spacious office, and/or mobile phones for the employee and his or her immediate family. Before moving on to my discussion of case law, I will pause for 20 seconds to give you time to review the percolator maze in full screen. The first place to look for authorization to use perks in an income available support determination is the enabling statute. That statute is Family Code Section 4058A and subparagraph 3. The annual gross income includes, but is not limited to, the following: 3. In the discretion of the court, employee benefits or self-employment benefits, taking into consideration the benefit of the employee, any corresponding reduction in living expenses, and other relevant facts. Mere assertion that a party receives perks is not enough to give the court the ability to include any perks in an income available determination. The fact of a perk and the value of a perk must be established by admissible evidence. That admissible evidence is usually included in the report of the forensic accountant. Case law has helped to show what kinds of benefits to an employee can be considered perks. Examples of perks are fair rental value of home or partial reduction in rent, meals provided or reimbursed as benefit of employment. Perks such as reduced rent and use of an automobile provided by an employer are entered as taxable income in computer programs approved by the Judicial Council for calculation of child support. The calculation of the parties' respective incomes in those programs is used in determining child support in both temporary and permanent spousal support. Lifestyle funded by new mate or new spouse, even if significantly better than marital standard of living, is not a perk. Showing that a benefit is a perk must be based on the employment relationship and must be admissible financial facts. Interdependence of attorney and forensic accountant produces the best result for client. That means real communication during the process so that both the attorney and the forensic are clear on not only the results but also the method by which those results were determined. The key to success is attorney's instructions to forensic accountant. It is the attorney's responsibility to properly direct the forensics efforts to first figure out from the employee's compensation and other sources what, if any, items that could be classified as perks are.
It is the forensic's responsibility to first find any perks and to advise the attorney as to an initial estimate for determination of how much difference the calculation of the value of the perks makes to income available for support.
It is then the attorney's responsibility to instruct the forensic to pursue one or more perks but to ignore any others on the list so that the forensic can prepare the report. The final result is the attorney's responsibility to integrate the forensics report into the presentation of evidence to support a calculation of income available for support and to prepare the forensic for testimony in an evidentiary hearing regarding not only the perks but all the facts in the forensics report. This is very important. It is the attorney's responsibility in coordination with the forensic accountant to do a cost-benefit analysis as to the net result of a calculation of the value of one or more perks.
In this segment I will discuss specific perks. Most medical insurance is fully paid for by the employer. However, some plans charge the employee insurance for dependents or dental. If the employee is charged, the item is not a perk. The IRS requires, but some employers ignore, the reporting of personal use of automobiles in compensation. If the employee's net pay is reduced for the personal use, then it is not a perk. In some of your cases, you may encounter a limo and driver provided by the company on a 24-hour basis. The forensic accountant will want to consult with counsel on how to proceed. Cell phones for parent and family are another example of when an initial estimate and discussion with counsel are suggested. Cost versus benefit would likely be an important concern. Retirement and estate planning is offered by some companies to senior executives only. Such planning is generally taxable to the employee and reported in wages. Business meals are generally not considered income available for support by attorneys. Exceptions are for small corporations that use the corporate credit card for every family anniversary, birthday, and holiday labeling as management meetings. Corporate retreats are appropriate judgment calls by counsel. Consider cost, whether non-family members attended, frequency, etc. Golf and tennis clubs for executives are provided for attracting customers, attracting key executives, or both. This would be another category for counsel to evaluate and provide instructions. Thank you for your kind attention. Be sure to search YouTube for the Common Issues in SIA Divorces channel that contains additional California family law presentations.